What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Saturday is the day, so we're going to be talking about a coin making method or market in general specific video. On today's agenda, we're going to be going through all the different wildcard Wednesday rerolls, going to be pulling 10 of each and seeing which one makes the most profit, gives the best return. Now, this can go two ways. You might have some leftover training, you've downgraded some players, maybe you've quick sold some players. This video hopefully will help you out trying to figure out what is the best way to turn training into coins. And on the other end, it's also a coin making method, arbitrage method. We're going to be seeing which reroll makes the most profit. But before we get into the actual rerolls, we need to go over to the market, talk about some market terminology, some definitions to help you better understand how we actually are making profit through these rerolls. So first, we need to go through the training ratio to figure out basically how much each pack is going to cost. So right now, it's a perfect day to do this. 10 coins per training, which is pretty much each training point we buy, we are spending 10 coins on. So, for example, a 92 overall is going to go for 100,000 coins, and quick sell for 10,000 training. 100,000 divided by 10,000, we get that 10 coins per training ratio. The cheaper coins per training is, the cheaper the pack is. If you want to know pretty much what each overall discards for, I'm going to put a link in the description to MutGG. Go to the prices tab and it will show you what each overall quick sells for. So it makes this really simple in terms of where you need to buy training at. So a 90 overall, for example, which is probably the easiest training to buy and the best training to buy, quick sells for 5,000 training. So we need to buy this card for, of course, under 50,000 coins. A 91, for example, quick sells for 7,000 training. So we need to buy these cards, 91s, under 70,000 coins. Now, all the cards I bought in this video, and it's a lot, it's like 3 mil worth of training, going to be bought at that 10 coins per training ratio, so it will help us easily understand how much each pack costs. Now, the other thing we need to talk about, arbitrage method. You might have heard a bunch of YouTubers talk about basically making coins through arbitrage method, but you don't actually understand how that kind of works with Madden. Now, by definition, arbitrage means the simultaneous purchase and sale of the same asset in different markets. So how does that correlate to Madden? Well, we're going to be buying training, of course, at that 10 coins per training kind of ratio. We're buying training at its cheapest point, and we're exchanging this through the training market to get players in return that go for way above kind of that coins per training ratios. Remember, we've been buying 90 overalls at 50,000 coins, and then we're going into the pack store, exchanging it through a wildcard Wednesday reroll, and hopefully the 90 overalls we pull are going to be above kind of that ratio. So, or 90 overall, we need to pull a 90 overall that goes for above, what, 56,000 coins, because after tax, that's going to be about 51,000. So the best packs to pull pretty much have the most cards that go for above coins per training, that ratio, right? We always talk about. So for a 91 overalls, remember, we've been buying for 70,000 coins. We want to pull 91 overalls that go for like 80,000 coins or more. 92 overalls, we've been buying at 100k. We need to pull 92 overalls that go for above 110,000. So cards like I'm going to show with the 92 to 93 flashbacks, you're going to see Eric Kendricks, Philip Lindsay, Mitchell Trubisky. We've been buying 92s for training at 100,000 coins, and if we pull a flashback pack and pull an Eric Kendricks, he's going to sell for 130k. That's way above the ratio we've been buying at, and that margin is pretty much where the profit comes. So pretty much with the packs, right, they're all basically an average, like how much the pack costs. It's an average of what all the cards discard training for. Now, the profit is being made not by lucky pulls, but over the long run, selling cards for way above that ratio. So our 93 overall, for example, is going to quick sell for 13,000 training. So we need to sell basically a 93 for above 143k, and you see by that Jason Verrett, that would be way above training ratio, like 30 to 40k. So we're finally getting into the packs. I'm going to quickly glance over the 10 packs. I'm going to do super sped up motion. Trust me, you don't want to watch these packs. They get really boring. They're really slow. So quickly, we're going to go through the 10 packs, and I'm going to show you what each they all combined quick sell for, as well as what we each sell the card on the market. And at the end, I'll show you basically all my auctions, show you the proof of what I sold each card for. So for the flashbacks, and by the way, this is not how you make profit. If we basically what? It would have cost 90,000 training to pull all 10. We would have got back 79,000 training from basically just quick selling the players. Now, that is not how we make profit. How we make profit, of course, is selling these cards above their basically discard price. So you see Mitchell Trubisky, we've been buying 92s at 100,000 coins. We were able to sell 2 Mitchell Trubiskys for 140,000 coins. Now, altogether, out of all the cards after tax, the flashback pack is going to make a grand total, if I eventually get to it, 36k profit, because remember, we've been buying at 10 coins per. Each pack cost us basically 90,000 coins, of course, times 10, that's gonna be a 900,000 coin cost. We got back 936k, making a grand total of 36k profit. And may I add, we actually did not pull, it's gonna be actually the only reroll where we don't pull the highest overall card available in the reroll. So for the flashbacks, the main one you want to pull, of course, is Jason Verrett, and we unfortunately did not pull that, but we still made 36k profit. Now for the veterans is a little different than flashbacks. It's a little cheaper of a pack at 7,400 training. Now they don't have the greatest ceiling, right? They don't have a 92 overall card that goes for 180k, but they also don't have basically the low overall cards that don't go for anything. Now flashbacks, remember, they cost 90,000 coins, and you can pull a 90 overall that we've been selling at about 60,000 coins. That would be like a 30k loss. Now veterans are only going to cost 74,000 coins per pack. You see, we only lost, actually, it was 3,000 training on this roll. We pulled a lot of 90 overalls, and that's basically what the veteran pack is. It's a little loss, but also very little profit kind of margin. The most expensive card we pulled, Cole Beasley at 118k, so that would have been a nice profit of like 35 to 40k per pack. But you know, it's pretty much, we only pulled, actually, no, we didn't, not one of these packs pretty much went under the 70 rule, except for Calais Campbell at 78k. Pretty much all the packs actually would have made profit. Of course, 74,000 per pack. I think the 80 overall Darren Fells are going to lose like 1 or 2k. But in return, 740,000 cost, we returned 783k. So for the veteran pack, we profited 43k. Now I will say the veteran pack, probably the most boring pack to pull. They don't got the big juicers, the sexy cards like the flashbacks do, but the profit is definitely there. So moving on now to the Rising Stars pack. Gonna cost 7,300 training, 73,000 basically coins per pack. And unfortunately in this one, we are going to pull a lot of 90 overalls. But a good thing basically with all these wildcard Wednesday cards that you sell, they sell really fast on the market, which creates really big fluctuations. Basically, you'll see on some of the cards, I sell one, like I sold a Calais Campbell for 87k, and a day later I sold a Calais Campbell for 79k. Now going to the Rising Stars, I actually forgot to quick sell all the cards and see how much we would have lost just in straight training. But in terms of how much we made coin wise, it's really not going to be that much, because a lot of the 90 overall Rising Stars just don't go way above. Like we saw Justin Houston, we sold Justin Houston and Kyle Van Noy from the flashback pack for 65k. However, a lot of the 90 overalls in the Rising Stars pack are only going to go for 60,000 coins, which is what, 53k. So that's only 3,000 coins above coins per training. That's not going to be that good. But cards like Ode, 130k, that is solid. The biggest kind of coins above the average ratio was Jordan Fuller. He sold at a 91 overall for 115k. That's like 40k above that 70k mark that we bought 91s at. So the profit on the Rising Stars isn't going to be that great. Only 3k profit, but profit is profit. So maybe you want to hold off on the Rising Stars reroll right now. And then for the last one, I put it last because it's got a special place really in my heart, the heavyweight reroll. Now the heavyweight reroll in the very beginning of the year, for the basically first 5 they released in packs and the second 5 they released in packs, the heavyweight reroll was the best arbitrage method. I'll show, it's going to be my episode 100, no money spent. The heavyweight method really kind of started my huge coin making surge and coin balance, because I used to rip probably 100 heavyweights every week, and I would make a shit ton. If you remember back in the day, Montez Sweat used to go for way above what an 89 quick sold for. It was like 100k basically. He would basically go for 200,000, and the cheapest 89 in the market would be like 110,000. It was insane. But for the heavyweights right now, again, like the flashback pack, there's a very high ceiling for the actual heavyweight pack and a really low floor, because you can't pull those 89 overalls. Now Rob Havenstein is probably the biggest coins above kind of that ratio, because we remember we were buying 91s at 70,000 coins, and we were able to sell Rob Havenstein for 128,000 coins. Now altogether, we are going to make 29k total profit through the heavyweight pack, and really we pulled a ton of 89s. And I know we pulled the most coins through the veteran packs. It would end up being the grand winner basically of all this was the veteran pack. However, I still think the best reroll is going to be either the heavyweights in the flashback, just because of the ceiling those cards bring. Now I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what I sold each card for, so you guys don't understand I'm capping. Sean Jackson, by the way, that 87k was from like 2 days ago. Sold that Sean Jackson for 69k. But you see all the cards, Rose, Michael Pierce, per example, I sold one overnight. By the way, whenever I do rerolls, I tend to do them at night. Sell the cards cards overnight, they go for a little bit more. But Michael Pierce, right, I sold for 45K, and then a couple hours later, I was able to sell for 48K. The more patient you are with buying, trading, with selling these cards, the more profit you're going to make. So out of basically everything, of course, the veteran pack is going to win this video at 43K profit. But I will say, I like the heavyweight pack probably the most, just because those 89s are what 89s quick sell for 3150 trading. So 31,000 coins, what you'd be buying 89s at. But you saw the 89s we were selling for consistently above like 43, 44K. So even the really bad 89s we pull in the heavyweight are still going to go for significantly above trading value. That's why I kind of like the heavyweights as well. You have Malik Collins, a 91 that goes for 115. You have Havenstein that goes for 130. And Al Woods goes for still good 35 to 40K. Above that 100K, we have been buying 92s at. So hopefully this video is going to help you guys out. Maybe you want to dabble into some arbitrage method, snipe some training, see maybe make some profit through the rerolls. I would target flashbacks and heavyweights. Of course, it's going to be mostly luck, but hopefully if you guys are patient with your selling off of these cards, you're able to make the most return possible. But that is going to be all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Subscribe if you're new. Comment if you have any questions. The link to the Discord is in the description if you want to get more in tune with the market. There's a bunch of people always typing in that. Like if you joined the video, and until tomorrow's no money spent. Peace.